The Galt Museum Archives is thrilled to receive the Canadian Museums Association Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Stewardship of Collections. This national award recognizes the work that Kevin McLean and his team of collections staff and volunteers have been doing to capture and share oral history interviews connected with new acquisitions to the collection. This work really brings the objects to life and captures the living memory that makes them important to folks in our community. It's an inclusive approach that invites donors and community members to tell history from their own experience and through their own voices.
Our work often gets equated with age and with old, and I hear it time and time again. We see our role as perpetuating memory. So for the very first 10 years, I think a lot of the focus was in registration and in cataloging and in care. It was during that 10 years, however, that we had the privilege and luxury in coming into contact with folks to record their memories of their connections to their objects, of the meanings that those objects have for them. And maybe after a 10-year period, we started to realize we couldn't always expect for those people to be around. And then in the more recent 10 to 15 years, we started to put ideas around fragility of people and fragility of intangible heritage connected to objects into practice, where we stopped taking people for granted, and we decided that when we have them in our presence, we need to be interacting with them right then and there, because otherwise we may not have the opportunity to see them again in the future. It's many, many, many hundreds of people whose voices now are reflected as part of the collection. The objects themselves are actually able to speak to us on account of the work that has been done here at the Galt Museum Archives by staff over 25 years, right from the top down to the bottom, to this army of volunteers that we have that have for many, many years been transcribing all of these interviews so that they're the equivalent of, I think, about 1.5 million words. Our job is to value that and then to push those meanings for those people into the future on behalf of the community and people that will be interested in the future. What I'm grateful for with respect to the award is that people might recognize that the practice that we've developed over the last 10 to 15 years has potential value for their own institutions, and if they can institute it in their facilities, it will just grow the knowledge that we all have, and hopefully for people that are starting out in the industry, that they realize that they shouldn't take people for granted.